After descending into Dry Fork Wash, we encounter Peekaboo as the first slot canyon, and we have to climb a 12-foot dry fall to get up into the slot canyon itself. So Katya climbs up and gets plenty of encouragement from other folks who've already done that, and they're telling her where the handholds are and footholds and so forth, but there aren't many. Go, go, go! More yoga. Peekaboo.
Are you gonna want help?
I don't know yet.
Huh?
Don't know yet.
Okay.
You should offer it maybe. Get closer, just in some spots here.
There's like a little handhold up right up there. There's like look right there. Yeah, there you go. There's another hand grip right here. You got it? Damn good.
This slot has fantastic rock forms in it. There's bridges, all kinds of little twisted places. Fantastic and beautiful place to explore. I forgot my GoPro and chest mount in the car when I get down the bottom of this deep canyon, and I realized I forgot them. So I'm shooting this whole thing with an iPhone, just handheld, and it came out a little better than I expected, but not as good as if I had the GoPro. The GoPro doesn't fit in tight places, so I have to take it off my chest. So in the future, I'll have a head mount for it, so I'll be able to look forward and be able to use it in really tight places. It's not obvious from the video, but it is hard to get your body through these slots. They aren't exactly designed for humans. And you can see some places they stick out, some places there's more room, some places you've got these little narrow edges coming down that you've got to wrangle yourself around. It's pretty challenging in places. It is a bit shooting video in here without the gimbal or without the GoPro on my chest. Wow, easy part for a break. We're in the canyon with a couple of dozen of our new best friends who help us out and kind of become teams. Okay, right here is barely squeezing through with my tack on, kind of sideways, and the footing is really good here compared to lower down. This is an amazing slot canyon. Amazing slot canyon. Okay, I'm here, and then make a total bend to there. So I've got to get through here, and then get up here, and then there is a climb here. It's pretty significant. It's waist high, and then up into there. But we're getting the damn sun, so near the top it gets easier, at least so far. You look pretty happy.
Yeah. My scratched knees were not a treat.
Oh, yeah. Probably not.
They also don't bend very well. So,
In many places, it's too tight to wear our backpacks on us, so we have to take them off and squiggle. Sometimes we have to throw the backpacks ahead of us, sometimes quite a ways, to be able to get into some place and maybe slither down or climb up and still have some room at the top of a landing or at the bottom of a landing for our bodies to drop so we don't hit the packs. And it actually gets kind of complicated in there. Looks like people are going out the top ahead of us. Belly and my butt scraping on a sandstone. Katya gets her breath through. Yeah. Somehow. At the top of Peekaboo, or at least farther up, and maybe some more thrills ahead of us. We don't know. The sandstone changes. As we go, I think, farther back in time, but I'm not sure. Think that through. Uh-oh. Another spot to take off the pack. Maybe I can get through. Drop down, come up. Did it. Getting good at this, but it's not easy. Wow, this goes on and on. Oops. Slippery in places. So after a trek over a ridge for maybe half a mile, we end up in another wash. And this one is the top of Spooky. So we're going to be dropping down to the lower Dry Forks wash from here. It's a round trip. It's getting spookier and spookier and tighter and tighter and uncomfortably tight in some places. We'll get through this block easy enough. See how Katya's doing. Oh yeah, she's good. Spookier. There's people ahead of us, but nobody behind us. Uh-oh. This is a slide down into that slot. cool. Ah, it's getting cooler down in here though. The Venturi effect. Now word is, this slot is even tighter than peekaboo. So here's a little natural arch here. We'll go under it. That's just a bridge, it's covered by water. Okay, this part's easy.
There's a rope down here. Okay. So this is it.
So we drop down in that hole and there's a rope?
Yeah.
That sounds like
So
a
it
good...
looks like you're gonna have to do a triangle crawl down, holding the knots of the rope, because it's a good drop. So, Brady, let me get down before you try to come down, okay? All right. So, just sound like you would do rappelling, okay? You're not gonna need anything.
Will do, thank you. Okay, your back against there, feet against here, and at some point just let yourself go and hang that drop with the rope. Well, you can always just go down with the rope, Cat. Okay. You're still 3 feet above the ground. What a goat. What a goat, huh? Okay, we have some stuff here to deal with. That's a pretty good drop beyond there. Oh shit. This is take off the pack, suck in the belly. You want to go first and I'll video you going through this thing. So that or I do the other way. I go first and you, whichever one. Nice, you can get those breasts through there, huh? Yeah, you don't walk as much as bounce along. Spooky slot is spooky.
Almost.
Okay, there's been a whole lot of this. Really narrow. A few places there's drops. I think we're going to survive it. Maybe. The path ahead, it just keeps going and going and going. And we're stumbling along. Look at that. More and more and more and more. This is not quite as tight here. My body is certainly hitting the rocks in places. It's not totally wrapped in the rocks. But will it get worse? Get around the corners and Jesus, it drops down through there. I'm not going to video this. Pretty tight in there, eh?
Yeah. I just throwed my backpack down so I can go easier.
Okay.
And you have to be that sideways here.
Yeah. Yeah, put the butt in the notch there. We just went through a hell of a tight spot. super tight. I barely got through. I was on my hands and knees and then sliding sideways. I'm barely fitting through here. Everybody says it'd be tight. It's tight.
Ah, you're out.
And that was it. The end of Spooky. So towards the end, we were on our sides in sand, sliding sideways, just kind of scooting ourselves along. It was so tight. It was unbelievable. And when I get to the end of this video here, my storage on my iPhone ran out, so I didn't get the last few feet that I'd hoped for. But we emerged into Dry Forks Wash and had to hike on back